Hello, John. Welcome to the video database recording of Integrity
Hello.
Ireland. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is John Hogan. I live in King, County Tipperary. I'm 69 years of age and retired. I have 4 grown-up children.
Very good. And why are you here today, John?
I'm here today to tell my story of Garda abuse
Mistreatment.
and
Yes.
mistreatment.
And I gather you've got 3 separate incidents that you're going to tell us about today.
I think there's actually 4 or
Okay, John.
5.
Okay, please tell us about the first one.
Yes, my mobile phone was stolen. I exercised my rights. I went to the Garda station. The Garda told me that he was busy.
Okay.
He said he would contact me. He failed to contact me. I kept going back to the Garda station. This happened over a period of 10 months. And each time I went to the Garda station, I was disabused by various Garda. And
Just a moment, John. Now, you say you were disabused by the various Garda, and what exactly do you mean by that?
they were laughing at me. They would look, 3 or 4 Gardaí would look out the window at me and nudge each other, sniggering and laughing.
And why do you think they were doing that, John?
To be brutally honest, I think they are racist.
Okay, John, thank you. So your mobile phone was lost. Did you ever get your mobile phone back?
No, after the period of 10 months, I was informed by the Gardaí that they were not going to take action, and they refused to let me make a statement.
They actually refused.
Actually refused, yes.
Okay. And your second case, John?
My second case, I was walking my dogs in a field near my home. A man which I'd never seen before, he called me racial names, and he used threatening and abusive behaviour towards me.
And did you report him to the Gardaí?
I did, yes, and he also set his Alsatian dog on me.
Okay.
I kept the Garda said that they would contact me. They never contacted me. This happened over a period of 8 months, and again every time I went to the Garda station, numerous Gardaí, they actually did not treat me with courtesy and respect.
Again, you told us earlier, John, that they seemed to find the whole instance of you coming into
Funny.
the station funny.
Yes.
And they ridiculed you and did not treat you with the
Yes.
courtesy and respect you're entitled to. Okay. When the man set his dog on you, did the dog actually?
No,
connect with you?
he pulled him back.
You managed to get him back. Okay, all right. Case number 3, John.
Yes, a neighbour of mine used threatening and abusive behaviour towards me as I walked past her house. She told me that she was going to get her husband to assault me. She harassed me, and I was told to get back to my own country. This offence happened on 2 occasions. I reported it to the Gardaí, made a statement. On one occasion, the sergeant told me to get outside the station while I was waiting for the Garda to come to interview me.
So you were inside the station.
Yes,
And I assume there is an area where people do wait
Yes.
normally, but he told you to wait outside the station.
yes.
Why do you think he did this, John?
I think that he's a racist. I think that the Gardaí at this station are racist.
All right. Okay. I gather that the result of this, of you making complaints about the neighbour in question, was that there were no prosecution
No,
because it was her first offence. Is that correct?
I was later informed by phone that there would not be a prosecution as there was her first
It was
offence.
her first offence. Okay. All right. And now we move on to case number 4, the driving issue.
Yeah, I was driving home with my wife and daughter in the car. A man stepped on front of my car. I braked. The man chased me home.
When you say he chased you home, he
He
ran
got-
after the car, or,
I'm sorry, he got into his own car
and then followed you.
and
Yeah.
followed me home. He jumped out of his car outside my house, and I had to endure a tirade of abuse. He called me racial names, and he threatened to beat me up.
So he was obviously very vexed that
Yes.
and he
Yeah.
But he followed you. How far away from the incident to your house, roughly, John?
It must have been about 300 yards.
Oh, so he followed you in his car to your house.
Yes.
And then subjected you to
Yes.
abuse. Were you scared, John?
I was frightened,
Okay.
and my daughter was very frightened.
Okay. What did you do next?
I went to the Garda station to make a statement. The Gardaí, again, he treated me without courtesy and respect. He disabused me, and he refused to let me make a statement.
So you went to the Garda station to make a complaint, a legitimate complaint,
Yes.
about the abuse that you've been subjected to by this
Yes.
other individual. And the Garda's response was to tell you that you were not allowed, or that they would not take a
He
statement
said
from you.
he would not let me make a statement.
Okay. Now I gather that something happened the next day. What happened?
Next day, I was called to the Garda station, and I was told I would be charged with dangerous driving.
Now I assume that this is on the word of the man.
Yes.
You had to brake. He was crossing
Yes.
the road. You had to brake.
Yes.
Okay. So he must have made a report. I take it. Have you ever seen this report?
No.
You haven't. Okay. So you then received a summons for dangerous driving, and a summons for engaging in threatening and abusive behaviour. But as far as I understand it, you just said it was the other man that did this. Is that
Yes.
correct?
This is right.
Yeah, and also threatening and abusive behaviour with intent to disrupt the peace or provoke the peace.
Provoke the peace.
Okay, and what's happened to that, John?
The man never turned up in court for the dangerous driving, so it was thrown out.
Okay, and finally we've got case number 5.
Yes, I have an uncle of 85 years old. I look after him. I call to see him most days. 2 Garda called to my house and told me that I used abusive and threatening phone calls made from my uncle's house.
Right, John. Did you make those phone calls?
No,
Is there any way of proving?
I have got conclusive evidence I didn't.
So why and why could the Gardaí possibly charge you with making phone calls when there are no phones listed on your phone bill for that day?
I feel because I made so many complaints that they see me as a problem,
And this was their reaction.
and they are trying to victimize me now.
All right, John. Well, John, thank you very much for sharing your story with us today. We hope that putting your story on the Integrity Ireland database will be of some help to you
Okay,
and to others.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.